Welcome back to Peralta Matters. I am your host, Jay Calhoun. We are still talking sustainability and how it matters to all things Peralta. My next guest is Laney Green Jobs Corps student, Jasmine Shepard. How are you, Jasmine?
I'm doing all right, and you?
Great, great. Let's talk first about the Laney Green Jobs program and what it means.
Okay, so the part of the Green Jobs program I'm in is Intro to Energy Efficient Retrofitting.
Okay.
It's a 10-week, very intensive, 4-day-a-week course that kind of gives you the basics of retrofitting to make your house more energy efficient. And we have a whole bunch of different people in our group, so you can like pursue that on to get an associate's degree, like in environmental controls. Or if you have work experience or you have prior education, then you can take those 10 weeks and try and get a job.
We talked a little bit off camera, and you already have a degree.
I do.
You got your degree in engineering.
I did.
Why are you back in school?
I asked myself that question earlier this year, but honestly, the recession is really tough, and there are lots of engineers in this country, and especially here in the Bay Area.
Right on.
And I wanted to make sure I was a little more competitive by knowing engineering school teaches you the old way.
Right.
I wanted to learn the new way of doing things.
That's a great way to put it. Explain to me a little bit about the goals that you want to gain, or the goals you want to achieve and the things you want to gain from the Laney Green Jobs program.
Well, what I wanted to learn was a little bit more about how you make an existing house more energy efficient, because mainly I knew about new construction before. So like the things like weather stripping, putting in new doors, how much power switching to the new compact fluorescents can save, all those kind of things. And to try and get building a BPI certification, which is like in retrofitting that Laney offers, you know, for their courses in. So.
So is it specifically for you job-oriented versus a degree or a specific field? I mean, considering you've already done the engineering.
Yeah, I would think that I'm not really trying to get a specific degree, but I'm just trying to take some classes to augment my existing degree.
Right. Let's discuss a little bit about your collegiate experience. You went to school down south. Originally from Georgia.
I am.
Explain or talk a little bit about the difference. Your experience, I'm sure, not only in the engineering program, but now in a Green Jobs program, which is a little bit more new, as you say, or fitted for a new direction. Talk about the differences.
Well, it's just been very different going from a four-year school to kind of Laney. It's just a different environment. The homework is a little bit different. You don't write papers and stuff. They're like, go check your water heater and write down the nameplate and calculate this, you know. When I was at Georgia Southern, it was like, I'm giving you this formula that's gonna take you 2 days to solve a problem. And the Green Jobs program is more hands-on, which I like. It's not as much theory, like you actually go out and do stuff. But at the same time, I've learned that, you know, I have a decent amount of common sense, good amount of book smarts, but I should never build a house with my own 2 hands.
Oh, okay. You're learning that, are you?
I am learning that. I'm awful in carpentry class. I know the theory behind it, but when I like get the hammer in my hand, it's anybody's guess where it's going.
With your engineering background, are you finding similarities, nuances, things that you found to be, as you said earlier, old practice compared to the new way to do things?
Well, it's really interesting because when I was in college and I had to intern, I worked at a coal mining internship for a little bit, and I also worked for a paper plant that was a coal-powered paper plant. So it's just been like a whole different thing, like learning about all the harmful things that coal can do for you. But at the same time, I will say like a lot of the math was like, you know, very easy because I knew all these like basic things of units and measures. So that definitely, and green building is about solving a problem. Engineering is about solving problems. So it's kind of the same thing with a new twist. So I like that.
I like that. I like that a lot. Break down a little bit again for us. We talked about it off camera. The process to get your AA at Laney in the Green Jobs program.
Okay, so for the people in our group, we took a 10-week class, which is over the basics. And then from there, you can get your associate's degree in environmental controls or in carpentry.
Okay.
And that's basically like, it's the new version of HVAC, air conditioning and heating, all that stuff.
Okay.
But they have more specific classes for green building. Like
Gotcha.
they have the sustainable built environment. They have classes on photovoltaics. They teach about insulating the pipes for water heaters
Okay.
and all that kind of stuff. So there are classes that you can take to make your A degree a lot more green.
I like that, a lot more green. Now that you are in the job program, and now that you are, I'm sure, almost done of this intensive 10-week program, what do you think is the core or the remaining, the sticking point for you of the program that you would pass on to the next student coming in?
I think that working hard is very important, not to make assumptions, because I made that mistake in the beginning.
Right on, okay.
I definitely, we have a large variety of people in our group. We got people who have been to college, people who just got their GED the week before the class started, people who been working in construction. And you think, oh, I'm gonna know this. I'm gonna know. You have to like start from step one.
Right on.
Don't
Okay.
stop at don't start at step 3, and you'll do great.
Excellent. Well, congratulations on your journey, and I hope for you continued success.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thanks, Jasmine, for being on the show. You have been watching Peralta Matters, where we were discussing sustainability and how it matters to all things Peralta. Again, I encourage you to watch our show, and until then, do something that matters.